Risk to reward management is by far one of the most complicated and difficult parts of trading. You have to be your own sort of master of risk management. When you're talking about risk management, you're fighting the hardest person that it is to fight, and that's your damn self. There are so much emotions that come into trading. There are so many things that can influence people when it comes to trading. What's my Twitter saying? Is everyone saying that Solana's going to $5? Well, I bought it at $8. Maybe I should sell right now and, fucking wait to buy at 5. Ignore all of the noise. Use Thor. Ignore the bullshit. When someone tells you Bitcoin's going to $100,000 and it's not, just ignore the emotional catalysts that can really happen. It is the biggest mental game, learning how to trade, and it takes time. And you need to give yourself the grace to do so. And in order to do that, you need to really operate with well-versed risk management. You want to calculate and you want to understand and you want to, most importantly, accept the risk versus the reward of every single fucking trade that you do. You don't get cocky. Don't start revenge trading. You don't start adding leverage or fucking wishing it go the right direction. Use math and use Thor. And that's all you have to do. How much are you willing to lose, or risk for each trade? And does that potential profit make that risk worth it? That's something that you'll have to really balance against yourself every time you take a trade. The more professional traders understand, and it's not an emotional decision, it's simply math. How much money do I have in my trading account? Let's say I have $1,000 in my trading account. Am I willing to risk 10% of it on a single trade? Well, some of us might say yes, and some of us might say no. And no one can make that decision for you. And that's where the complexity of learning how to trade really comes into play. So you do want to know exactly how much you're willing to lose or how much you're willing to risk. I would say that it's more important as you're doing perpetual trading and with leverage. That is a really easy way for you to become sort of emotionally involved in a trade. And you need to get the fuck over that. You need to get the fuck over yourself. You need to quit staring at the screen. And you need to just simply know what the numbers mean to you before you get into that trade. If you choose to apply leverage, let's even just say you apply a small amount of leverage, 5x. You have $1,000 in your account. How much money are you personally willing to lose on that? What amount of money do you need left over to make up for a loss? I generally will never have more than 40% of my trading portfolio in a trade. And that's exactly what you see Thor doing on our automated protocol as well. People sit there and wonder why they're still, 40 to 60% in just capital. Well, we want that capital because we come from a really risk-averse trading strategy. If something goes wrong and we don't get the outcome that we want, we have more cash ready to go. We can add to a position, we can wait for the next Thor signal, or we can, sort of DCA back in and lower our exposure rating at that point. So risk management is the biggest thing for you to really begin understanding. Now, I suffer from this myself. I don't give a shit who you are unless your name is Sile. You all will have emotions play into your trading. And that is where the battle of trading really starts. We've given you guys a tool that is designed to take that emotion out of it. We've run the math for you. We've understood what the right entry and exit points are. And it is your responsibility to yourself to use them in confidence and understand how much you're willing to lose on a trade and that you can bounce back when you're ready to if a trade goes the wrong way. And so that risk management does take time, but for just a general, I think, sort of rule of thumb, aim to have about 30% of your portfolio actively trading, and the remainder of your portfolio is ready to deploy when you're ready to deploy it. And so that gives you an opportunity to recuperate from a bad trade or anything like that.